Okay, so it's another day of training, and what I'm doing here is working on this horizontal push and pull. So I start here with these planche push-ups. These are so incredibly tough, and watching these, I was like, oh my god, they're pathetic with how hard you can push. But essentially, the idea is like to sort of create as much mechanical disadvantage as possible and push through that bottom portion. So I go down here to the bottom and I try to bring my hands as far as away as I can from my chest, and I really try to push up right here. So I'm trying to come up on the knees. And you can see my scabs kind of stick up on the back, just like, I don't know, it's a problem I've had, I feel like, forever. Is that I feel like scapula is so big that I don't know, it just takes over in every single movement. So I have a really hard time with pushing movements. I feel like that makes my chest like really small, but yeah, this is so interesting here because it's like you don't need much. You just max out your pushing strength here. So I really try to set this here, and then because I'm like kind of like so weak at this point, I'll just push back as far as I can. And again, you can see me trying to push the wrist back. I'm trying to take as much weight as I can onto the hands. And so yeah, it looks pretty good there. And then I get up on the top, and I think I only included sort of like half the reps in here. I don't want to make the video like kind of like too long and cumbersome. So you can see I kind of take a break in between here, just enough really to catch my breath, and then I get it right back at it. Shout out to Jack H. Woods for kind of changing the way I train. I really enjoy this way because as you can see, I talk about later, I can also train kind of when my daughter's hanging out through that door. And you can do this all at home, right? I don't have to take a trip to the gym or anything like that. Yeah, he's really pushing. So like flexing out really hard there. But yeah, I mean, the cool thing about that is a ton of room for improvement there. It's like I have so much room to get better at that planche. I have really long limbs, so I'm hoping that I'll get a little bit better in that soon. But training was done in the morning, and I think that's it for the ring pushing. So then we go here. Yeah, you can see my scabs. I'm like, oh god, my posture is terrible. So I'll get in here, and I think I'm doing into a force negative here. Take a couple minutes, catch my breath. Again, really trying to push as far as you can. I wonder if I can kind of pull my scabs back, and I'm going to work on that. But it's really good to see yourself in video. I would encourage you guys that even if you feel like this is painful to watch, or it's painful for me to watch, it's still helpful, I think, because I can see what's up. All right, so it's horizontal pushing. Here you test sort of that front lever thing. This is another thing I'm so terrible at. Oh, it's a couple efforts here. Just try to get just the front lever in general. And then I get right into that front lever row. Oh, so try to row up as hard as possible. And essentially, that same idea is like I'm trying to work at my max effort every single time. So I get up here again, take a couple seconds to breathe. I think at this point I'm talking to my daughter. My daughter's coming out, so you'll see her in a second. She comes out, and this is one of the things I wouldn't trade forever. It's kind of been yeah, there she is, wearing her dress, and I would never trade these moments for like any time at the gym or like further progress because like I'm here and she gets to see somebody trying to get strong at the house, and this is just normal sort of behavior for her to see see Bill. So then she came over and grabbed the camera. So I added this stuff because it was so freaking cute, and I just feel like I should have it. But yeah, there we are, kind of joking around about it. But man, she's so silly. She's just like looking around. And then she wanted to use the chalk. Yeah, she always wants to use the chalk. Yeah, so she puts some of the chalk in her hand. And I think like looking back on some of this stuff, like I'm gonna be so glad that I have all this stuff when she's, a certain age. So hopefully you guys have someone enjoy this. And then I would encourage you, if you have kids, just like one of the most enjoyable things has just been training with my kids. And I'll get her up on the rings after this, and we'll do whatever. Like, yeah, your sets are not gonna be perfect, but who cares? All right, see you guys soon.